now levitate, going up elevate, watch me demonstrate, on top never late, I grind celebrate, no pump fake hesitate, I've been scoring every day, champagne Perrier, since last week been in the box.
All right, go be stardom. What's up, everybody? Welcome to IAO Life Pod, man. We are here yet again with another episode of the realest show ever, where we're going to have some unscripted conversation. Who knows what we're going to say today, but we are most certainly going to say something, and it is the realest show ever. And you know how we do. You're going to be, actually going to be some people that like what we say unequivocally.
I think a lot of people gonna like what we say.
Yeah. Well, there are gonna be some people that do not like what we say because you can't please everybody.
That's
right?
true.
That's just
absolutely.
reality. And we're not even striving for that. We ain't striving to please everybody.
No, please don't strive to do that in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here, man, in the IAO studio / home gym /
whatever
living
we want to
room
make it
/ whatever we want to make it, the green screen room. Man, we're getting ready to do another episode of the IAO Life Pod, man. And you know, it is an amazing morning, and man, we're having fun. What's going on? I'm sitting here with my amazing co-host, Ms. Pam McCray, the mompreneur extraordinaire herself. What's up, Pam?
Wow, you know what? It's another incredible day. Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody out there. And I can tell you
I keep trying to get her not to say days so we can use these episodes on any day.
Okay,
but we live and learn.
It's another great day to just simply be great. So you can edit that, cut that out, and do all that good stuff. All right. Happy day, y'all.
Put that in there too.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy. No, y'all don't want me to sing today. But I'm just excited because you know what? It's another day to move and operate in our purpose and to definitely move forward to and closer towards the things that we know that we are called to do and accomplish here on this earth. And so it's a great day. So I'm excited to be on another episode this morning as we are here to have a good time. That's what life is all about. You know, many times we get up and we just go through the mundane, the everyday situations that, you know, we have to go through in life, you know, and we can forget to take the time to live, right? And I just know that in this season, right, both of us collectively, we made a decision that, you know what, it's not enough to exist. We decided this a long time ago, but that we make the time to live every single day to the fullest, because you know what, tomorrow's not promised. So I'm excited to be here another day, right?
Absolutely. And that bracelet you got gonna drive me crazy.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you right
okay.
now.
All right.
It's the realest show ever, man.
I'm gonna say it like this.
We had a conversation about that bracelet before the show.
Just before the show.
Just before
like,
the show.
Right before the show.
And I'm gonna need Pam McCray to sit back in her seat so the microphone can catch her voice.
Oh, sit back in my seat.
We had that conversation yesterday.
Sit back, folks.
Yeah,
and see, there go the bracelet. See, I'm trying to, because I mean, I like to have my elbow, like I feel like okay, but I
can hear you actually, as long as you don't get in front of the microphone. When you sit too close, when you get way up here, the microphone catches laterally and this way. Well,
because the table is in front of me, I just automatically want to pull my seat up to the table.
Okay.
So I'll stay in position.
So sometimes you got to break some habits for the betterment of the show. Right?
Just being us, all right, y'all.
See, y'all gonna see me sitting back, relaxed, and chilling on y'all, right? Because I know this microphone is gonna catch us. I don't want you to do exactly what I do, right? Tell everybody about what we got going on with your crazy self.
Absolutely, y'all. So listen, let me keep this up. And I just want to say again, welcome to another episode of the IAO Life Pod. This podcast takes place every Tuesday and Thursday, in which we're super excited. It is truly the grind, bigger, better than ever before, in which we are simply going to come, have some fun, drop some knowledge, some nuggets, really just share whatever is God lays on our heart to be able to impact and to help to change the lives of others out there. You know, just sharing some things that we've been through, some things that we continue to go through, and some things that we have made a decision to definitely grow through. So tell somebody. You can always catch us at www.iao lifepod.com at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But next up, what I really want to share to everybody that's watching today is if you have not heard the news, then I want you to take note. I want you to save the date, but not only just save the date, I want you to go out and register. You see, on November 20th, we're super excited to be doing our first free event where IAO, the Academy, okay, the Academy that is truly designed to be able to help to personally grow and develop, people out there who just want more, entrepreneurs, and just anybody in life who is saying, you know what, I want some next level stuff. I don't want to settle and just, take what life is throwing me. But on November 20th, we're having our first free virtual event. It's called Project You. Right? We are coming up on, not even coming up, but it's the end of the year, right? Coming up on a new year, and the best thing that you could do is work on you. And so we have projects in which we have to work on day in and day out. And so on November 20th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, we are having a phenomenal event in which 5 area experts, Subject experts. Why do I keep forgetting that? Right? 5 subject experts, right? In which I'm super excited to be a part of this panel, bringing a workshop, bringing the motivational and inspirational piece. But we're gonna not just have motivation and inspiration. That motivation only lasts for a moment, right? But we're going to talk about the physical. We're going to talk about the connection. We are going to talk about the branding and all that you do. You want to make sure that you brand you. And guess what? We are going to have none other than the visionary of IAO bring forth his incredible formula. It's called the Win Now Formula, in which now when you leave this incredible workshop, you are going to be in a position to definitely elevate and to take your life, your business, everything to the next level, because it is truly all about winning now, right?
Absolutely. Winning now. The how.
Right, the how. And so I want to say, before I forget, go to www.iaolife.com, click events, and grab your ticket, okay? It's limited space, and you definitely want to go ahead and lock in your spot and tell somebody, all right? Don't just grow by yourself in 2022. Grab some of your friends, some of your family, some of your potentials, people who you want to see successful in life. Have them come out and be a part of it. We're looking forward to seeing each and every one of you.
And they don't even have to pay anything, right?
Right, it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
So they have a couple places that they can go, right? So is it
Project
Project
don't confuse
U?
people.
Confuse,
yeah.
Okay.
Just go to IAOLife.com.
Well, Project U is all over the banner, right?
It is. It is. But I redirected Project U.
Oh, you did some shady stuff on me. Okay.
But I'll fix that.
No.
But for right now, go to IAOLife.com. Okay? Because that's true. There is an Eventbrite out there that talks about all of the information that's going to happen on November 20th. And so that's something we need to fix and we'll correct. Okay.
Absolutely. So those of you that don't know, as you can see the side behind us, Pam McCray is an author now.
I am.
She's an author.
Thank you, God.
The first book. Is it your first book?
It's my first book, but we are already, you forgot that we are already authors because we did have our story featured in
Journeys to Success.
Yeah,
definitely. So
with Napoleon Hill's principles.
We weren't self-published. Right? So guys, go grab Pam's book, PamMcCray.com, right?
Yes, PamMcCray.com. Greatness lies within. I just recently launched it. It is getting ready to ship out to everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who pre-ordered the book. And it is just truly, I have this book that I share 10 incredible steps in which God laid on my heart that I wanted to share with the world. Just simple steps that helped to change my life, going from shy and afraid, but implementing these steps and these principles into my life really helped me to grow and to become the woman that I am today, and they continue to help me to grow. And so definitely go out, grab the book. I just really share from my heart on this thing. That's why I wanted to self-publish it. I wanted to kind of do it all on my own. I could have hired a publisher and things to knock this thing out. But I pushed myself, stretched myself in order to get this thing done. And it's an incredible book that's real simple, short, sweet, to the point, that is definitely going to help you take your life to the next level. So PamMcCray.com. Go grab the book. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I know it's been a long time coming. So big things happening. So we're going to share with you guys at the end of this show the relationship. So hang around for that. We want to jump right into the meat and potatoes of what this thing really is today. Because this show is it is by nature a self-help show, right? It's self-help, it's motivation, it's inspiration, it's all of the good stuff out there that you hear, but it's all of the good stuff with the how-to, right? It's not just a cliche show. So what does that really mean? That means that each episode is going to give you something that you can take, grab onto, and run with for the betterment of your life. I just like to say for your life, because I believe that your business and your life, be it you an entrepreneur or not, right? Maybe you're still working. Maybe you're working a job. Maybe you're getting ready to start something. I don't know. Whatever it is, this show and Project You, IAO, is all about being the best version of you, right? So that you can get the most out of your life. So we want to talk about some stuff this morning, and I hear so much stuff throughout the day that it's hard to really pinpoint, because different things kind of trigger different things inside of me, right? So I think I heard the song Beast Mode this morning. I heard the song today, actually. This show, a song that just played, was Beast Mode. It still seems like my mouth is still numb some from the dentist yesterday. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
I know, I feel your pain.
Yeah, we both went to the dentist yesterday.
I feel your pain.
It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna fight through it. I think the more I smile, the better it is. So Beast Mode. How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
How bad do you really want it? And when we hear things like Beast Mode, we hear it and we like, okay, what are we supposed to do with Beast Mode? How intrusive is that? How savage is Beast Mode? I mean, do I gotta go out and start shanking people and shaking people and tell them this is what I'm doing, putting people in the headlock? No, the only people that you really gotta shank, shake, and put in the headlock is yourself, right? And I like to look at the Beast Mode as just super productive mode.
Yeah.
Right? Super productive mode. And you're going to get everything you hear on the show. You're going to get this on steroids at Project You, right? So when you're talking about Beast Mode, Pam, I can remember the old school cartoons, right? And they used to talk about
cartoons.
Beastmaster and Beast Mode. And, what these guys did was went out and basically destroy stuff, and Beastmaster was the master of all beasts, and Beast Mode even now was like I'm bowled up, I'm ready, right? And let's tone that thing down a little bit, because I heard this morning I was listening to, because Pam and I put productive things in our ear canals, right? I heard Rick Ross say something this morning. And I take, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. If you say something that resonates with me, then I commit it to memory. And he basically said, for me, it's not about moving fast. He said, for me, it's about moving correctly. It's about moving correctly. And you guys have heard me reference success and the vehicles that you use to take you to success or to have success as Ferraris.
Yeah, absolutely, because success loves speed.
Success loves speed.
Right.
But success, think about this, and this is how I had to look at it. The speed portion of it is, you only have so long on this earth, right? So what are you doing with that time?
Right.
So the success portion of it is, what are you doing correctly?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said it before. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own.
Right.
Right. So that's about doing things fast, right? Because the more people you have in your camp, the more people you have that are on the same page as you, then the faster you can move. But it doesn't always start out that way. So how do we get into beast mode and actually start off productive? I think that's the question.
Right.
And maintain a level of production.
Well, I would have to say that number one, in order to get into beast mode and to be productive, that you got to have a plan, right? So you have a plan first put into place so that you can actually take the action necessary so that you can be in beast mode. But even when you mentioned though about success and speed, I think that pretty much what that means is in life, when you want to create success, you got to move. You got to take some action. However, in the midst of it, right, you can't sit back and just drag your feet. However, in the midst of it, you still have to have a level of patience to understanding that it's all about process, right? So whereas you need to be moving expeditiously towards achieving the goal, but you're absolutely right. You got to have a plan put into place so that now, as you get up every single day, you're able to operate in the beast mode that's necessary in order to create the success, right? You're able to collapse the time frame for something that may take 10 years. If you just get up every day and you do something that's moving you forward towards your goal, and you're doing it consistently, you are committed to that thing. I always say, turn off the noise. You block out what's on the left, what's on the right, and you for real focus on what's ahead of you. Then you're able to put yourself in this mindset, right, in which you wake up like that beast that on fire. You don't need an alarm clock to wake you up. You just wake up with that strong desire to get up and to do, because of the fact that you know where you're going. So you got to have a plan. You got to know what you want. You got to have a plan. And when you know these things, then you're able to get up every day and to operate with the work ethic that's necessary to create the results.
So let's break down a little bit, because you said a lot of great things. Let's break down a little bit of a couple of the words that you just said, because I heard definitively process, right? And I heard plan, right? So when I think about those two words, those aren't words. Those are words that we hear all the time, right? We hear process, go through your process, and have a plan. So let's break that down a little bit and put it in a box and say, what does it look like? Let's analyze it a little bit, because you've got entrepreneurs out there right now that are listening to this podcast, and they're like, okay, I keep hearing process. What is it, and how do I do it, and what do I do? What are the hows? So when we break this down a little bit, we think about taking everything in small increments, right? We talk about the baby steps. We say every now and then you'll get the permission, as the game we used to play. Remember, Mother May I?
Yep.
Right? Mother May I take a giant step, right?
Mother may I.
And sometimes they say, no, you may not.
Right.
Right?
Are you sitting back waiting for the answer?
Sitting back waiting for the answer, right? But most of the time, it's the small things that you do that require the other word that you said, patience. Right? Patience. And I'm going to write down another word that I think we have to actually take into consideration and put it at the very top of the hierarchy. So, which is we've got process, we've got plan, we've got patience, right? Triple P. So we got the triple thread, but what about the number one thing that we need to do as entrepreneurs, as just people seeking to evolve, people seeking to become, is we have to listen.
Absolutely.
We have to listen. I would have never pulled out any of those words out of your conversation if I didn't listen.
Absolutely. Right.
And I think that is an important skill set that most people negate, right? They forget about. You have to be a good listener. You have to be a good listener in your relationship, right? You have to be a good listener on your job. You have to be a good listener to the Almighty. So when He's talking, they're talking, you hear, right, what they're saying. And you have to be a good listener to your mentors if you have one, and to your coaches if you have one. And after you listen, the next step is to apply. So how do you apply? After you've listened, you've got they've helped you with the plan, right? And after now you got the plan in place. Now you start going through your process, patiently going through your process. So let's take a few examples. Everything that was built that is now big was once little, right? So let's take for instance, if you guys circle back into our social media when you first see our living room, right? Our living room was just a formal living room, right? So, but we have slowly turned it into a full gym, right? Why? Because we saw no purpose in a living room.
Right.
So we slowly turned it into a gym. Pam said, I want the mirror. Got the mirror. Was the boxing? I think she had boxing first.
Fight camp first.
Fight camp first. We got fight camp. She said, I want the mirror. We got the mirror, right? And then my daughter comes out and says, Dad, a gym isn't a gym without a treadmill. We got the treadmill. Treadmill can't even fit in here. It's in the other room, right? So slowly, then I said, you know what? I want the tonal. We got the tonal, right? That was a process to get it in. They had to come out and inspect and go. You had to get on a waiting list to get it installed, a white glove install. It was bananas. It has to be in the perfect spot. You have to have the space so they won't even install it, right? They'll give you your money back, right? So all the other little things that we put in here, the weights that we got in here and all of this was a process.
And that thing, what's that thing?
Oh, the Peloton.
We forgot about the Peloton.
Said she wants the Peloton, which is behind this banner.
Right, the Peloton. Right? But I was talking about the thing that you, I can't remember, but I exercised with it a couple times, and it almost took me out the one time.
I forget the name of it.
What's the name of that?
It's orange and black. I forget the name of it, but nonetheless, it's a squishy thing.
Right.
So nonetheless, guys, this happened over a period of months. Right, almost a year, almost, right?
Right, it did.
So it was the little pieces. So let's think about when you talk about what does it take. It takes those things: the patience, the persistence. It takes the process. It takes the plan. It takes you listening to what you need. And what do you do? Why do you do it? Right? Everything and every day, everything you do, there has to be a reason. Right? Everything in your life, if you want to be successful and get it fast, to do it correctly, you have to do the things that matter. You have to get rid of the things that don't, right? I saw a YouTube video the other day that said, focus on you. Focus on you. And most people will hear that statement, Pam, and they're like, well, don't be selfish.
Don't be
focus
selfish
on other people.
Right.
What would it look like for a homeless person to help everybody else get a house and they don't have a house? Right? What does that look like? What does that feel like? First of all, the people wouldn't even have confidence in him that they can get them a house.
Right.
If you don't have a house,
one
right?
themselves.
Especially if it's compounded by you being homeless, right?
Right.
And by no means am I picking at homeless people, but it's a reality, right? Because there are a lot of homeless people right now that are out there because of what's going on in the world, right? So when you look at why we do what we do for a reason, and in order to get there fast and correctly, we have to cut out the things that aren't right.
Right. Absolutely. And that's a part of the plan, because you have to be able to get up every day and to know the things that you need to do in order to be able to move yourself forward. So, I can say that if I didn't wake up every day and have, number one, some things that I do every day, right? There's certain things that I'm not going to start my day off without doing.
Right.
And so you have to figure out, that daily DMO. What's your DMO? That daily method of operation.
That's
okay.
good. That's good.
What's your DMO? That daily method of operations, the certain things that you must do every single morning, every single day in order to make sure that you have a successful day. And, I'm a firm believer that, the first few minutes that you wake up, right, within that first 15 to 30 minutes, that you need to be doing something to elevate your mind, because it sets the whole tone for your day. So, it's during that time in which, it's personal development, it's spiritual development, it's prayer time, in order to really set the tone. Affirmation, thankful, gratitude, all of that falls right into those moments, those first moments of my day, in order to be able to handle the daily tasks that I need to accomplish, to make sure that I'm able to stay with that mindset of being in beast mode to get things done.
Right. I like that because I heard you say DMO, and that stood out to me. Daily method of operations, right? And that falls right in line with what we're talking about, because what do you do when you wake up every day? How are you transitioning through your goals? Right? Are you moving from phase to phase, or are you being sidetracked? We talk about this all the time. But what we're giving you now is really the nuts and bolts, the traction that you need to actually do every day. And what's going to happen when you start cutting things out? People, places, and things. Right, it's going to throw your life a little off kilter, right? It's going to seemingly throw you off balance until you find that balance, right? It's like jumping on a log that's in the water. You're going to do all of this rolling until you find the right balance. And I think when people start to cut things out of their life or add things to their life, they have to find that delicate balance that can still propel them forward in order to correctly move and to move fast. So it's like getting control of a car. As soon as you start to, press the gas, if you got to come to a curve, the first thing you want to do instinctively that you think about doing is you think about letting off the gas, right? But as soon as you're coming out of that curve, you're pressing that gas again, right? The key to being successful in anything you do is to figure out how to press the gas through the curves, right? And what does that mean? It's a philosophy of any race, right? Be it a foot race, a car race, or horse race. If you can be the fastest in the turns, if you can get the best position in the turns, because everybody's going to have a fast horse,
right?
Everybody's going to have a fast car, right? Everybody has goals. But what does being fast in the turns mean? Being fast in the turns means being first to market, right? If you're the first to market, if you're the first to do something, then guess what? You're the fastest in the turn, right? Comparing yourself to yourself yesterday, right? And becoming the person you are today, not comparing yourself to somebody else, makes you the faster person in the turns, right? Don't worry about anybody else. Keep your blinders on and keep moving, right? So how do you not let off the gas in the turns? You have to find as Pam said, you have to find your DMO, your daily method of operations. When you find it, that's when you surpass everybody else, because now your level of creativity is there, right? I wrote something down the other way. Create and monetize. Create and monetize. You can't monetize unless you're the fastest in the turns. Right? So how do you monetize? Because a good idea doesn't always mean it's a successful idea. Right? You can have a great idea and never really put the things in motion to get it done, and it becomes somebody else's great idea. Right? But even when you find a good idea, sometimes in marketing that idea to monetize it, somebody else may come in and figure out how to get faster in the turns than you. And with God as my witness, it happens. Right? One of the phrases that we pride ourselves in here at IAO and at Created for Greatness, guys, is to be a category creator. How can we do what we do and do it so well that nobody else can do it the way we do it?
Right. That needs to be the mindset that everybody has.
That's the mindset.
Right.
That's being the fastest in the turns. But guess what? They're not someone else's turns. They're your turns. Right. If this track is yours, it's your turns.
That's the key.
Right.
That's the key. And understanding and knowing that these are your turns, that you got to turn, and that you need to be able to go the fastest through the turns that are going to come along the path. And I think that that's where a lot of times we can lose sight. People can lose sight. We can lose sight just simply because we're not just focused on our own turns. You start to look at other people, and the last thing that you want to do is to ever compare yourself to somebody else's success. You know, you celebrate the success of others and you glean upon their success and you learn from their success. But we all have to realize that we have our own path, right? Our own road, our own, destinations to get to, and our own curves that we got to learn how to navigate around without crashing into them. So, it's unfortunate, though, that a lot of times what can happen is people lose sight of that and then begin to fall into a point or a place in which they don't believe that they can do it, because they're paying attention to what everybody else is doing instead of just paying attention to the soil that God has given each and every one of us to cultivate, to plant the seeds in, to water, and to grow, realizing that, our success is just around the corner.
Just around the corner. I like that. See, and that goes me back to what Tiger Woods said the other day. He said he was out on the golf course with Dwayne Wade, right? And Dwayne Wade sucks as a golfer, just for the record. I can't say he sucks. I'm sorry, D Wade. But I saw you hitting the ball, and it didn't look that good. Just to be straight up. But I can appreciate the fact that you were out there with Tiger Woods, right?
Absolutely.
And he asked Tiger Woods a question.
Well, dang, what you say about me when I'm on the golf course?
Anyway, he asked Tiger Woods a question. You're a beginner golfer, so I can't say anything about you. You're learning.
Okay.
So he asked Tiger Woods a question. He says, people call you the GOAT. People call you the GOAT. He said, how do you feel about that? He says, I don't. I'm not the GOAT. He says, GOAT, that means I'm done. I'm not done. He says, I still got more to do. He says, so I can't be the GOAT if I'm not done. Right? Michael Jordan didn't become the GOAT until he was done. Right? If you think about this, right? You think about Michael Phelps. He didn't become the GOAT of swimming until it was all done. And Pam was talking about focus just a minute ago and celebrating others, right?
Right.
Guys, here's the reality. We can't get caught up in the humdrum, in the rigmarole, right? We can't get caught up in the celebration trap, right? It's so cool, celebrate people. But think about game time. If you want to be the best, at what you do, always feel as if you're last. Never feel like you're in the beginning. Never feel like you're ahead of everybody else. Feel like you're playing a game of catch up. I'm behind. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. Can somebody please let the dog in? I gotta play catch up. I'm playing catch up every day. I'm not the best yet. Yeah, can you let him in?
Yeah, he's not at the door.
Okay, go get him. He's right here barking. My kids, they a little slow sometimes. So feel like you got some catching up to do, right? And if you got catching up to do, you never get the big head to think that I'm way ahead of everybody else, and now you become the hare and the tortoise, right? The hare thought he was good, so he took a break and he rested, and the tortoise blew past him. Not literally, but just walked past him while he was sleeping and got far enough to where he couldn't catch up and he won the race.
Right.
So you think about that and you translate that into being the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Tiger Woods focuses so intently when he's on the golf course. Think about Michael Phelps, and this is a great analogy. How much do you think Michael Phelps focused on celebrating and giving and being on social media and scrolling through, constantly giving, oh, I like this, like that, boom, oh my gosh, I gotta see everybody's video, I gotta respond. I love y'all to death. This is my birthday month, right? And some of y'all gonna give me some happy birthday wishes, and I'm so gracious. Thank y'all so much ahead of time. It means a lot to me. I look at every last one of them, right? But, Pam said something to me one day. She says, you got to go and respond to all of those people. And I'm like, the heck I do.
I said one blanket post.
One day you said that. I think latest was a blanket post. Not that I'm not appreciative of the birthday wishes. Now somebody be like, I ain't going to say nothing to him now, then don't I? I'm cool, right? But I don't have the time to go back and respond to everybody for the algorithm.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I only have the time to stay. I'm swimming. If I'm in a race, which I feel like I'm constantly in every day, right? I don't let my foot off the gas until I'm like, okay, I start thinking about, what's a good movie I can watch? That means my day is over, right? But when Michael Phelps is swimming, this cat ain't underwater thinking about other stuff.
No.
He's swimming.
He's focused.
You know, when he comes up for air, right? When he sees anything or hears anything,
Yeah,
is when he
beast
turns
mode.
his head to get that sip of air and goes back down, turns it again, and goes back down. He's in beast mode. How do
Absolutely.
you get successful and get there quick, correctly? Stay in beast mode. Go to sleep. Beast mode. Wake up.
Beast mode.
Eat your dinner.
Beast
mode. Elbows on the table, right? People be like, well, you shouldn't eat with your elbows on the table. So what do? I put my elbows on the table. I ain't regular. I'm not like everybody else. Tell me to do something. Tell me what I have to do and what I can't do. I'm probably going to do the opposite, right? Right? I'm a category creator. I'm an anomaly. Those are my affirmations, right? I'm not doing what everybody else is doing because I want to get there first. Call me what you want to call me. I may not like your post every day. I may not even see your stuff every day. I'm just giving you straight up. This is me being. I'm telling you guys what the beasts of the world aren't telling you. They're not telling you because they want to stay ahead of you. Pam and I's sole thing is to bring whoever wants to go with us, right? We ain't gonna drag you, but we're gonna leave the breadcrumbs, and they're a mighty big breadcrumbs. Just for the record, they're not crumbs; they're like whole loaves of bread that we're leaving, right? But some people aren't gonna get it because they're too busy worrying about other things,
Right.
and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it
big.
is crazy. And I think it really boils down to taking the time to listen. And everything that we talked about, thus far with having that plan and understanding process and understanding beast mode and understanding patience and all of that. And really knowing what you want in life, in order to get up every day and to have that mindset that you're going to get it done, that you're going to look at the success of others, follow the success of others, but yet you got to get yourself in the zone. I like to say you got to get in the zone.
Zone out.
Yeah, get in the zone. Whatever your zone is, whatever it is, whatever it works for you, because my zone may be totally different than your zone, but whatever it is that allows you to get up every single day and to move, to take action without waiting on somebody to tell you to do something.
Come on.
That's the biggest thing. Stop waiting on somebody to give you permission. Stop
Nobody's
waiting on
coming.
somebody telling you to do something. Just do it because you know that it's what you're supposed to do. It's not going to be easy. All right. And you'll probably have some fear that tries to creep in. I can definitely speak to that. But the bottom line is when you want something bad enough, right? When you want to achieve something, when you want to change your situation, when you desire to see something different in your life, then you're going to do what's necessary in order to make sure that you are in that beast mode every single day so that you don't settle in the position, in the situation that you are currently in. You got to be able to see beyond all of this and know that you can get it done, but only you could do it. Only you could do it.
Only you.
Only you can do it. And that is the biggest thing that every single one of us have to realize, that we got the power to put ourselves in beast mode, and we got the power to sit back and to be status quo, mediocre, and to settle in life. You got to choose.
Nobody's coming.
Right. You got to choose. What do you want in life? And I can tell you that's what Nate and I had to do. Like, we could have sat back and we could have just, waddled in our situations, falling apart, and all of the trials and the tribulations and the situations that we had to go through, everything. But then we made a decision that, okay, this is happening, right? IAO, improvise, adapt, and overcome. If we can't do anything about it, obviously it's meant for us to go through it, meant for us to grow through it. So let's not focus on the situation. Let's figure out the solution. Okay,
Right.
What's the solution? What are we going to do in order to change this so that we can move past this? Because we knew that it was going to be the foundation for the next level.
Absolutely. Foresight, vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you don't always get it right. Initially, you go through those trials and errors, and that's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
Going
We
through
talked about
trials
that
and
the other
errors.
day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So,
You don't always get it right. You keep bumping your head over and over and over again, but every day's a new day.
every day is a new day, and you know, here's one thing I've realized that you're absolutely not going to. Everybody is not, and I had to come to grips with this. I told myself, you know what? Everybody's not going to like, and this is me being personal now, right? Because I made another statement that the people that you know, even sometimes the people that you don't know, you may have known just a little bit, they can't get past who you were to see who you're becoming, right? But here's what I had to tell myself a long time ago. Everybody's not going to like what I'm doing right now, right? But then I hit myself again in the head and I said, duh. I said, everybody is never going to like what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Everybody's never going to like what I'm doing. So the key word in that phrase is everybody, right? So if Pam and I can focus on just our assignment, right? What's our assignment? That means what's our purpose. Our purpose means there are a set of people in the world that we are assigned to. And so that means in turn that there are a set of people in the world that are assigned to us, right? So if we can stay on task, stay on purpose, then we are destined to run into those people.
Right.
We are destined to help those people, or we are destined to be helped by those people. But you got to get on purpose first, right? And there's so much in that statement. So guys, hopefully you grab something from today's show, and it's something that you can actually use. Sorry about all the distractions. We definitely run a home-based business as entrepreneurs. Our business is ran in its entirety from our house. So you guys get to be privy to everything, the shaking of the dog shaking, the dog barking out back, us talking to the kids. It's just
Right.
real life, and that's what it is. People want to be able to connect with things that are real, right? Pam, take us out of here.
Absolutely. So again, guys, just want to say thanks again for tuning in on this day. All right. Join us back every Tuesday and Thursday as another episode takes place of the IAO Life Pod. Right? You can meet us www.iaolifepod.com. In the mean in between time, go register, grab your spot. All right. Project U is about to kick off on November 20th. Go to iaolife.com and we will see you next time. Bye bye, everybody.
Next time, y'all.